Welcome in. It's the question echoing through the tech world, whispered in boardrooms, and debated over countless cups of coffee. Will AI replace Google search? With the explosive arrival of powerful language models like ChatGPT, it's easy to see why. We can now ask a machine a complex question in plain English and get a direct, conversational, and often surprisingly comprehensive answer. The old way of sifting through a list of blue links suddenly feels a little dated. So, is the writing on the wall? Is the titan of search, the verb that defined an era of information access, about to be dethroned by a new generation of artificial intelligence? If you think AI is about to swipe Google's crown, you might want to think again. The story is far more nuanced, and frankly, far more interesting than that. Let's start by tackling the biggest myth head-on, that AI will make search engines completely obsolete. This idea assumes that getting a single, summarized answer is the only reason we ever go online to look for something. But the reality is that AI fundamentally changes how we ask questions. And in doing so, it highlights what search has always been about. Search is so much more than just finding a single answer. It's about discovery. Think about the last time you researched a vacation. You didn't just ask for the best hotel. You explored destinations, browsed travel blogs, watched videos of the local scenery, and compared flight prices. You went on a journey. That serendipitous process of stumbling upon new ideas and information is the heart of discovery. It's also about verification. When you're looking up health symptoms or financial advice, you don't want just any answer. You want a trustworthy one. Search engines provide a gateway to primary sources, reputable news outlets, scientific journals, government websites, allowing you to vet the information for yourself. And finally, it's about variety. A search engine gives you a buffet of formats and perspectives. You get news articles, long-form analysis, quick video tutorials, heated Reddit discussions, and official documentation, all in one place. This variety allows you to choose the depth and medium that best suits your needs. A single synthesized AI answer, by its very nature, strips that choice away. To understand why this distinction is so critical, let's quickly peek behind the curtain at how a search engine like Google actually works. It's a three-step process. First, automated programs called crawlers or spiders constantly scour the web, following links from page to page to discover new and updated content. Second, all of this discovered information is organized and stored in a massive database called an index. Think of it as the world's largest library. Finally, when you type in a query, Google's ranking algorithms sift through that index, evaluating hundreds of factors, like relevance, authority, and freshness, to present you with the most useful list of results. It's a system built to map the vast, chaotic internet and point you to relevant locations within it. Now, let's contrast that with what large language models, or LLMs, do so brilliantly. Their strength lies in synthesis and generation. You can feed an LLM a 10-page report and ask it to give you the 3 key takeaways. It can brainstorm marketing slogans, draft an email, or help you structure a presentation. It excels at conversational refinement, allowing you to start with a vague idea and progressively narrow it down through dialogue. For tasks that require summarization, ideation, or a creative starting point, LLMs are an incredibly powerful tool. They don't point you to information. They process vast amounts of it and generate a new, consolidated output. But this generative power is also the source of their biggest weaknesses, especially when compared to search. First, there's the issue of freshness. Most LLMs are trained on a static dataset, a snapshot of the internet from a specific point in time. They often don't know about events that happened yesterday, or even an hour ago. Search engines, with their constant crawling, are built for real-time information. Then there's the critical problem of factual grounding. LLMs are designed to predict the next most likely word in a sequence, which makes them sound incredibly fluent and confident. However, it also means they can hallucinate, a polite term for making things up. They can invent facts, create fake citations, and can present misinformation with the same authoritative tone as they do genuine facts. Without a direct link back to a verifiable source, you're left having to trust the black box. This is why verification is so difficult with a standalone AI chatbot. It struggles to provide trustworthy sources because its answer isn't a direct quote. It's a statistical mashup of everything it has learned. Finally, LLMs can struggle with nuance and bias. Their training data reflects the biases present on the internet, which can surface in their responses. They might oversimplify complex topics or fail to capture the subtle context that a human expert or a diverse set of search results would provide. So, if search engines are for exploration and verification, and LLMs are for synthesis and generation, what does the future hold? The answer isn't one replacing the other, it's a hybrid. Expect to see the best of both worlds integrated into a single, more powerful experience. Imagine this workflow. You ask a complex question. At the very top of the page, you get an AI-powered overview, a direct answer that summarizes the consensus. But crucially, this summary isn't a dead end. It's annotated with clear, clickable citations. You can see exactly where the information came from. Below this AI-powered answer, you still get the familiar, diverse list of links, allowing you to dive deeper, explore alternative viewpoints, and verify the information for yourself. You get the speed of an answer and the trust of sources. This hybrid future also puts user control front and center. Perhaps you'll have toggles to adjust how much summarization you want, or to prioritize sources from academic journals over news media. This blend of AI synthesis and human-curated sources is where the real revolution lies. Let's consider some practical use cases. For academic research, you could use an AI to get a quick overview of a complex theory, then use the linked search results to find the seminal papers and critiques. When shopping, an AI could summarize the pros and cons of a product, while the search links take you to in-depth reviews and price comparisons. For coding, an AI can generate boilerplate code, but you'll still need search to find documentation and solutions to niche bugs on platforms like Stack Overflow. For sensitive topics like health or legal information, the AI can provide a general overview, but it must be paired with prominent disclaimers and direct links to authoritative sources like the Mayo Clinic or official government legislation. The key is matching the tool to the task's demand for accuracy and depth. So, how can you become a power user in this new era? First, learn to craft better queries for both systems. With AI, use full conversational sentences and provide context. Instead of Paris, ask, plan a 3-day family-friendly itinerary for Paris in May, focusing on museums and outdoor activities. With search, continue using keywords, but enhance them with operators. Use quotes to search for an exact phrase, or the cite operator to search within a specific website. Second, always ask the AI for its sources. If it can't provide them, be skeptical. Third, use both tools in tandem. Get a summary from an AI, then use a search engine to fact-check its key claims and find more recent information. Don't forget powerful search features like reverse image search or filtering results by date. Of course, this evolution isn't without its challenges. We must consider the ethics of this new landscape. How is our data being used to train these models? How will search engines differentiate between organic, helpful results and paid advertisements in an AI-generated summary? Transparency will be paramount. We need clear watermarking to distinguish AI-generated content from human-created work and robust systems, to trace information back to its origin, a concept known as provenance. Building and maintaining trust in this hybrid ecosystem is the single most important task ahead. So let's return to our original question. The bottom line is this: AI won't kill Google or search as we know it. Instead, it will act as a powerful catalyst, forcing search to evolve into something smarter, more conversational, and more useful than ever before. It's not a replacement, it's an upgrade. The future of finding information isn't a list of links, and it isn't a single block of text. It's a dynamic, interactive dialogue between you an intelligent assistant, and the vast collective knowledge of the web. So, my advice is simple. Stay curious, embrace these new tools, and learn their strengths and weaknesses. But always check the sources. And remember to use AI as a smarter assistant, a co-pilot for your curiosity, not the final judge. The journey of discovery is still yours to take.